Hello? Hello? Hello, Robert speaking.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, not too bad, thank you very much.
Okay. Mm. So
I can hear all sorts of noise in the background. I can't, I can't concentrate with noise.
here or there.
I cannot concentrate with noise in the background.
Oh. Okay. First I switch off the radio.
Yeah, wouldn't that be common sense? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay.
think now it's okay.
Yep, that's fine. It's nice and quiet. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, what do you want to speak about?
You're the one who told me to call you on my Facebook account of JW or Jehovah's Witnesses, yes.
So you're a Jehovah's Witness, yes? Right.
Yeah, yes.
I'm reading your book. Could I just ask, which country are you based in, please?
I am based in Zambia.
Zambia. Okay, thank you. I've got your book, Enjoy Life Forever, which I've been reading. I'm puzzled about lesson 13, paragraph 2. Now, are you familiar with this book, Enjoy Life Forever, and lesson 13? Because there's no point in you trying to help me if you haven't studied this.
Yes, I have studied it all.
Okay, do you want to
So
read...
I know it.
Right, sir. Do you want to read paragraph 2, or shall I read it?
Okay, you can go ahead, read it, man.
It's on page 55, section 2, lesson 13, paragraph 2. How does false religion misrepresent God by its actions? And the paragraph says, false religion does not treat people as Jehovah does. The Bible says that false religion's sins have massed together clear up to heaven. For centuries, religions have meddled in politics, supported wars, and caused or approved the death of countless numbers of people. Some religious leaders enjoy a lavish lifestyle and demand money from their followers to pay for it. These actions prove they do not even know God, yet alone have the right to represent him. So, reading this lesson, and paragraph 2 in particular, it seems to say, unless I've got it wrong, that any religion that's involved in politics or warfare in any way cannot represent Jehovah God. I mean, have I got this right, or am I wrong?
You're exactly right, yes.
The Awake for the 22nd of April 1993, page 6, it refers to religious organizations that are involved in warfare as pawns of Satan the devil, which is perhaps a little harsh, isn't it?
Yes. So, where are you based located? Yes, where are you located? Hello.
Yeah. So what really concerns me is that the Watchtower has been involved in politics and warfare for over a century. So how can they represent Jehovah God? Because by their own standards, any religion that's involved in politics or warfare cannot represent Jehovah.
You are speaking too fast, man. I can't understand, bro.
Yes. The Watchtower has been involved in warfare. They admitted this in the yearbook for 1993 on page 97 to 98. They admit that in Australia they violated, that means they broke neutrality during the Second World War, sir.
Yes.
So the Watchtower cannot represent Jehovah because they supported warfare.
no, you don't really understand. So read it well and read the verses that are in the same watchtower. Yes, and you understand.
Do you know, I'm finding it difficult to understand you. Could you just say that again?
Oh.
I quoted the 1983 yearbook, page 97 to 98. That admits that the watchtower broke neutrality during the Second World War in Australia. They weren't neutral. The yearbook is published by Jehovah's Witnesses. They admit they broke neutrality in the Second World War. I'll read it. It's the second paragraph. Therefore, we Jehovah's Witnesses in this great continent, that's Australia, do hereby confess our sins and faults and shortcoming openly and jointly before him, and we do ask his forgiveness and mercy through Jesus Christ, that he may blot out our transgressions. It's actually in the previous chapter, the previous paragraph. It talks about them breaking neutrality, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's at the top of the page. It's at the top of the page where the number 98 is for the page number. I got this off the jw.org website. Therefore, that no secret faults may cling to us, we desire herewith, in the presence of Jehovah God and his King Jesus Christ, to confess that during World War II, we, that's the Australian Bethel, put forth our hands in various ways to the iniquity of this world at war. We put various properties of God's consecrated people to what we now realize was part of the war effort and propaganda, thereby violating the true neutrality of all footstep followers of Jesus Christ. And it goes on. So they admit that they broke neutrality in Australia during the Second World War in the yearbook 1993, page 97 to 98.
Okay. So do you go to the Kingdom of Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, I've never been a Jehovah's Witness, but I'm reading your book. Could you address the yearbook? The yearbook says, the yearbook is published by the Watchtower, and it says that you were not neutral in Australia during the Second World War. You see?
So do you like to be a Jehovah's Witness, or you just like to read books and understand them?
I asked you a question. Would you address my question, please? Rather than change the topic and deflect, would you address that yearbook, which admits that the Watchtower was not neutral in the Second World War?
Oh, I haven't seen before that yearbook.
It's on the website. Yes, it's on your website, jw.org.
Okay. Yearbook of 20 or which year?
For the fourth time, 1993 yearbook. Sorry, I'm sorry, my mistake. It's the 1983 yearbook, page 97 to 98.
Okay. First I'll read it and then I'll explain everything to you.
Yeah. They also broke neutrality during the First World War. I don't know if you're aware of that. Judge Rutherford knew he was about to be arrested and go on trial. And so as a defence to use in court in Zion's Watchtower, because it was originally called Zion's Watchtower, not just Watchtower, 15th of May 1918, page 6257, of that issue he promoted the purchase of the Liberty Bond in the Watchtower to support the American military in the First World War. The Liberty Bond was simply, you gave money to the American government, it was a bond, and after the war, a few years after the war, they would repay you, but without any interest. And Rutherford was promoting the Liberty Bond in the pages of the Watchtower. So they weren't neutral, you see, in the First World War.
Yes. I see. So you send me the link of that book so that I can download it first, and I will tell you all about it.
You can't download this book from jw.org. They don't have the earlier material available because it's so incriminating, you see. There's so much shocking material in the early Watchtowers.
Okay, I'll check it.
Yeah. There is a more recent Watchtower that talks about the National Day of Prayer in 1918. This is the Watchtower, 2016 Watchtower, November, page 29, paragraph 9. And it says, and this is available on jw.org, it says, not everything that the Bible students did during the period between 1914 and 1919 was in harmony with scriptural principles. And it goes on to say, therefore, as a group, they were not always neutral with regard to the war effort. For instance, it then mentions a day of prayer that the President of the United States decreed that May the 30th, 1918, would be set aside as a day of prayer for peace. The Watchtower urged the Bible students to join in the observance. Well, yes, that's certainly true. That certainly happened. But what the article doesn't say was that the head of the Bible students himself, Joseph Rutherford, known as Judge Rutherford, who liked a little bit of a tipple every now and again, Judge Rutherford actually took part in that National Day of Prayer. He went onto a raised platform with Catholic priests and Protestant clergymen, and together with them he prayed for victory in the First World War. So he was praying with Catholic clergymen and Protestant clergymen for victory in warfare. I mean, I find it rather hypocritical that now Jehovah's Witnesses are denying that this ever happened, you see. I find that a little bit shocking, don't you? And I don't know what's happened. The phone is... Hello? Did I lose you?
Hello.
Yes, did I lose you?
No, you got...
Did you actually hear that? The Watchtower, November 2016, page 29, paragraph 9, talks about the National Day of Prayer that Jehovah's Witnesses took part in, praying for victory across America. All of the unstable connection. All of the Bible students prayed for victory in the First World War. They were doing exactly what you claim the Protestants and the Catholics were doing, having, religious clergy praying for victory in warfare on both sides of the war. Jehovah's Witnesses were taking part in that.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any response to that?
I don't have. So if you just give me some time so that I can...
Yes, sure.
I can find more proof of this.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Have you been copying down the references that I've been giving you?
Sorry?
Have you been copying down the references which I have been giving you?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Actually.
Yeah, sure. You wanted to say something, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Today, the Watchtower gets share dividends from arms companies. There's a woman who died in 1945 called Henrietta M. Riley, and in her will, she wanted all her assets turned into shares. The shares, the portfolio of shares are known as the Henrietta M. Riley Trust. It's autonomous, it's self-owning, because the dead can't own anything. It's run by the Commercial Bank of Detroit. You can see the tax returns in the IRS tax records, Internal Revenue Service, the American tax authorities. And since 1945, well, after the first year, 1946, all share dividends are paid entirely to the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York. Now, some of the share portfolios are in arms companies like Northrop Grumman and Honeywell. Northrop Grumman makes the B-2 bomber, you know, that black triangular bomber, and Honeywell make all sorts of military equipment, including the HIMARS missile system that's being used with great success in Ukraine. So why is the Watchtower receiving share dividends from arms companies? Surely that's not neutrality, sir.
I see.
I thought you said you'd actually studied this chapter.
First, Watchtower 20 what? You said 20 what?
The Henrietta M. Riley Trust, a woman who died in 1945. The Henrietta M. Riley Trust is run by the Commercial Bank of Detroit, and they have a portfolio of shares. Some of them are in arms companies like Honeywell and Northrop Grumman, and all the share dividends goes to the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York, according to the accounts published each year by the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, the American tax authorities. So the Watchtower today gets share dividends from arms companies. That's not neutrality, is it? They're not neutral in warfare. There's all sorts of banging, and I can hear voices in the background. It's kind of distracting. I would prefer to concentrate on the wonderful answers that you're giving me, you know, the erudite and well thought through responses that I'm getting from you. I can concentrate on them, which would be wonderful.
It is just my neighbors. So where we are, I'm not alone, but I'm with.
Could you say that again, please? Could you say that again? It's difficult to understand you. All right, I think we'll call that a day there. I think we've had enough.